Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. Tamasic karma is explained. 25th shloka. Anubandham kshayam himsam anapekshya cha paurusham mohādarabhyate karma yattat tamasamuchyate. Substance. Whatever action is undertaken from delusion without regard to the consequences of loss of money, etc., injury to himself and others, and one's own ability is declared tamasic karma. Commentary. Tamasic action in every way dark and deluded. It is action proceeding from the ignorance. The consequences of the action are not thought over by the doer. He has no consideration of his own ability to perform the work. He does not foresee the dangerous effects of his action, like loss of money and honor, injury to himself and to others. From every point of view, such action is irrational. Whatever action is performed without dedication to God and with the object of amassing material things is either Rajasic or Tamasic, because the doer does not consider the evil done to himself by slavery to samsara. Mohat means the origin of all tamasic and rajasic action is delusion. The delusion should first be declared by right understanding, and the actions thereafter become purified of its evil and binding nature. Question. What is the nature of tamasic karma? Answer. Whatever work is done without regard to the ensuing effects, without regard to the loss or injuries to oneself and others, and without regard to one's own ability is tamasic. Question. What is the cause of such blind action? Answer. Ignorance, want of discrimination. The Lord explains the nature of the Sattvic Karta. 26th Shloka. Mukta Sango Anahamvadi Dhrutyotsaha Samanvitaha Siddhyas Siddhyor Nirvikaraha Karta Sattvika Uchyate. Substance. An actor, agent who is freed from attachment, non egotistic, unaffected, is success and failure endured with firmness and enthusiasm, is called Sattvic Karta. Commentary. As man is constantly acting in everyday life, it is necessary for him to know what the best qualities of an agent should be. Here, four conditions are prescribed for the Sattvic agent. He should be free from longing for the fruits of his work. This detachment enables the agent to maintain his freedom in the midst of the work he is doing. In fact, it is this spirit of freedom which is to be safeguarded at every turn in this course of earthly life. Freedom is the very essence of spiritual realization. The absence of egotistic feeling, I am the doer, I am doing this or that, is the second quality of the Sattvic agent. It is a clear perception that all action is performed only by the gunas and the instruments of action. When a man attains this clearness of understanding, he is finally aware that he is not the real actor or agent. He has no egotistic feeling. He remains a witness of all that he is doing with this body, senses, and mind. The third attribute of the Sattvic agent is firmness and enthusiasm. Timidity and despondence have no place in the spiritual field. Such a man cannot make any progress towards the goal. In fact, it was despondence that overtook Arjuna in the battlefield, as described in the opening chapter of the Gita. The effects of such low spirits are vividly described here. The message of the Gita is to lift up the fallen soul by asserting the inherent divinity of human beings. I am the ever pure, Shuddha, intelligent Buddha, free Mukta Atma. This thought, kept up frequently, gives infinite strength and courage to man. In truth, man is not the perishable body or the fickle mind, or the deluded intellect. He is Atma, the indivisible ocean of Satchit Ananda. What can frighten and terrify him? So, thinking and realizing, man moves forward with courage and resolution. The fourth attribute is equanimity in the midst of success and failure. If failure comes, he is not deterred, but strives again and again till success comes to him. The seeker comes across severe hurdles in the course of his journey to the ultimate, but undaunted by the obstacles which may appear superhuman. He moves forward, for he knows that the spirit shall finally triumph over matter. Thus, the Sattvic agent is firm as a rock in the midst of the trials and shocks of life. He is full of hope and courage. He knows the ephemeral nature of the world and the reality of the self, transcending all that is phenomenal in this world and in all the worlds altogether. Question: what is the nature of Sattvic agent? Answer: he is unconcerned with the fruits of action. He has abandoned the notion that he is the actor. He is firm and enthusiastic in all work. He is unaffected by success or failure. The nature of the Rajasic Karta is explained. 27th Shloka. Ragi karma phala prepslupto himsatmako suchihi harsha slokanvitaha karta rajasaha parikirtitaha. Substance: passionate longing for the fruits of action, greedy, cruel, impure, moved by elation when successful and despair when unsuccessful. Such an agent is called Rajasic. Commentary: it is clear that the seeker who is aspiring the higher good should abandon all the weaknesses and the evils described about the Rajasic agent. There should not be an passionate attachment to relations. There should not be any longing for the fruits of action. No injury should be caused to others. All impurities, external or internal, should be thoroughly cleansed. The mind should be ready and balanced when pleasant things happen and when undesirable things occur. He should hear all the pains of opposites with perfect for forbearance. Having examined one's own self, everyone should try to elevate himself to the plane of sattvic actor. Question: what is the nature of the Rajasic Karta? Answer: he is passionately attached to relations. He is always thinking of the fruits of action. He is greedy, cruel, and impure. He is easily upset by success and failure. The nature of the Tamasic Karta is explained. 28th Shloka. Ayuktah prakrutastaptah shato nashkritko vishadi dirghasutri cha karta tamasa uchyate. Substance: one who has no self restraint, concentration of purpose, vulgar, immodest, cheating, deceiving others, and ruining their life, lazy, always pessimistic, full of doubts and fears, procrastinating, leaving incomplete a small work that could be performed in a short time. Such an agent is said to be tamasic. Commentary: Ayuktaha, one whose mind is externalized and wandering, is not centered in the self, who is devoid of self control, is called Ayuktaha. He has no integrated personality, and hence his energies are filtered away in restless and useless avocations. Prakriti, one who is swayed by natural instincts of the lower type and therefore vulgar, is called Prakriti. It is man's duty to transform himself by training and education and make himself the image of divinity. Naishkritikaha. These wicked people deceive and ruin the lives of others without deriving any benefit for themselves. Four classes of men in the order of merit are described in Bhartruhari: those who sacrifice their own interests for the sake of others, those who respect their interests and help others, those who sacrifice the interests of others to gain their own ends. those who ruin others without any advantage to themselves. The Naishkrutikaha mentioned here belongs to the last two classes of men. Alasaha, laziness is a sign of tamas, and the Lord exhorts Arjuna to overcome this obstacle in any field of activity. There is no place at all for idlers in the spiritual field. Vishadhi, the tamasic agent, is despondent and pessimistic in every matter. It is certainly due to ignorance that man, who is in essence the very embodiment of supreme joy, would weep and wail like a weak and wretched being. Through knowing his nature, Atma, everyone should rise above sorrow and despondency. Dirghasutri, procrastination, mental indecision, want of alertness, these are the signs of a tamasic agent. He never starts any good work, and even after starting, he never completes it. Doubting and fearing, he works his life without doing anything good to himself or to others. In the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata, Bhishma describes these types of characters under the names of three fishes: Dirghadarshi, Praptakalagna, and Dirghasutri. Dirghadarshi is far-sighted and so anticipates danger and avoids it even before it overtakes him. Praptakalagna is less active. Dirghasutri does not act at all. The last falls into the net of the fisherman in the story and then dies. The tamasic agent loses the battle of life even without any action. He falls an easy victim to circumstances and comes to an inglorious end. Question: what is the nature of the tamasic agent? Answer: he is devoid of self control and concentration. He is vulgar. He is immodest and stubborn. He is a cheat. He deceives others and ruins their life. He is always pessimistic and despondent. He is procrastinating.